In the precision rifle world, one of the most important things is consistency. And oftentimes you'll hear people talk about the consistency in your ammunition, the consistency in your platform, your presentation, your fundamentals, and all of that is super important. But you also need precision in your torque to make sure your gear is set up right. And I have been using Borka Tools for a decade. Literally, I was looking at one of my old videos that's 10 years old where I first made a video about Borka Tools. Fast forward to now, Boris sold Borka Tools to the team at ProShot. ProShot reached out to me and said, hey, we'd like to get some updated content. Would you be interested in checking out some of the new versions of the toolkits and making a video for us? And I said, heck yeah. So I really appreciate them for supporting this video and sending some toolkits over for me to kind of show you some how-tos. Now, this particular rifle in front of you is in front of me, in front of us, is my Match 22. Getting everything set up is really important. The torque for your scope rings, the cross bolts, the action into the stock or chassis, as well as even the little knobs and stuff, all can be vital. And if something loosens up and loses zero, or you lose a screw or something like that, that can send you home early at a match, which really, really sucks. So my precision rifle kit, and this is what I carried with me to sniper class back in the day when I went through an LE sniper class, is I had this toolkit with older versions of, precision torque limiters. So I've been using Borka stuff for a long time. Their bits are awesome. They're on my bench. The precision torque limiters. I'm also a huge fan of the Borka torque driver. I keep one of these in my various bags on the bench as well. So again, really, really good stuff. Now, why would you look at a precision torque limiter versus one of the adjustable options? And here's what's really cool with the precision torque limiters. First off, they're available in a wide variety of different kits. So if you know that you have a fixed torque that you use all of the time, really common in the precision rifle world is to have one for 65 inch-pounds. And you can see the laser engraving 65 inch-pounds, and the part number 65 indicates that inch-pound level. So for tightening your action to the chassis or stock, 65 inch-pounds is like the gold standard. So it makes sense to have a precision torque limiter set to that so you can tighten that action. I'll show you how to do that here in just a little bit. But what's really cool about these is they are all individually serialized, and the accuracy is plus or minus, I don't know, how many percent do you guys would think would be good? Like 3%? 2%? How about 1%? That's right. They are calibrated, ISO certified at plus or minus 1%. Pretty awesome accuracy, and each one comes with a certificate of calibration. Legit, probably the most precise torque instrument that's individual serialized on the market in the gun space, and for sure best bang for the buck. I'm sure you can find this accuracy at like Precision Engineering Supply Depot, whatever, but you're probably paying a whole lot more for it. So here's how it works. On one side, you have a 3/8 socket receptacle that goes with this, or a little gear, which we'll talk about here in a sec. But now you could apply your torque, and then this whole thing basically has a clutch mechanism. So we'll take this bit, and this also is a really awesome bit that Borka has made, particularly for rifle chassis and stocks where it's kind of a pain to get to action screws, 3/16 with this extended shank. But anyways, your bit would go here, and then as you're tightening, there's a clutch, and that clutch clicks telling you, hey, you've reached maximum torque. So it's very simple. You don't ever want to loosen with it. It's tightening only, and it basically clicks, or the clutch slips, telling you you have reached torque. Why is torque important? Basically, the simplest way I can describe torque is the amount that we are tightening a screw or a fastener. Too much torque, and we can strip that screw, we could break the screw or damage the screw, we could damage whatever piece of equipment we're using, and we can make removal very difficult as well. Too little torque, or not tightening enough, means that things could loosen up. We could lose zero, a piece of gear could come loose, it could stop working, it could become damaged, screws fall out, and that is a bad day. So proper torque is tightening the screw or fastener or whatever to the amount of torque that the manufacturer recommends. And any legit manufacturer out there, whether they make scope mounts, chassis, whatever, they're going to give you a torque spec in inch-pounds. And even if you want, you can ask them if that's wet or dry, meaning thread locker or no thread locker. But you want to follow their directions and get the exact torque spec, and then get a precision torque limiter to match that spec. I put together basically a toolkit for my precision rifles that has a variety of things. Number one is 65 inch-pounds. So tightening the action screws on an action is super important. And here is a great example of where this extended bit really comes in handy. If I was using a standard bit, there's no way I can get down through my barricade stop to tighten that action screw. But with this extended bit, I can go down there and now engage that action screw completely. The rear is a little bit easier to get to. However, if I had the torque limiter with a standard bit, you can see how it gets a little crowded, and I might be at a slight angle when I'm putting that bit in there, which is not good. I want to make sure that the bit is firmly engaged in the screw socket or the fastener socket all the way completely to the bottom, so it's not going to strip it out or damage the screw. So that's why for precision rifles, I love this extended bit. It's in all of my toolkits and I recommend it to everybody. So for higher torque, we're going to use the ratchet handle. We're going to start here, and as you tighten, it's going to snug and then it's going to click. You're going to feel and hear that click, and that tells you that you are at 65 inch-pounds, plus or minus 1%. We're going to move to that forward one. And again, that extended shank of that bit makes it really easy to get down and access that action screw. And again, I'm going to hold it, make sure that we're not at an angle. We're perfectly, hopefully straight up and down. We're going to tighten. We get that click, and that's telling us that we are at 65 inch-pounds. So again, I'll just show you one more time. We tighten, and that clutch slips. You can feel it. You can hear the click. You are at 65 inch-pounds. So that's a great use for this. Now I know that my action screws are exactly where they need to be. I could get different ones for cross bolts on my optic mount. Another great use for a precision torque limiter is after you reset the knobs. These require a very small amount of torque, and the last thing you want to do is strip this out, making it impossible to reset that knob in the future. So the Vortex, for example, calls for a 2.5 millimeter hex key. And then we have the precision torque limiter. And again, this is 4 inch-pounds. And what's really cool with this is that, yes, we could use the body basically as a screwdriver handle, but they also make this basically knurled insert. The knurled insert has a 3/8 ratchet square drive on one that matches that on the PTL. We press it in, and now I have a knurled surface to grab onto and allow me to hold the precision torque limiter as I'm tightening that torque. So I'm going to take my bit, put it in the front side, and now I've got this great spot to handle the tool. So let's say I've made all my adjustments, I've done my zero, and I need to re-snug these set screws. And we'll do this hopefully so you guys can see it on camera. But we're going to insert the bit firmly, and then I'm just simply going to tighten with the knurled. And again, you can hear and feel the clutch slipping. Notice that the bit is not moving, but the tool is telling you, hey, you're at 4 inch-pounds. You don't need to tighten up any more than that. And I'm just grabbing that knurled surface at the end and basically just using it that way. So another great use for smaller or less torque amount items. Now, I talked to the guys at ProShot, and I said, you know, for pistol optics, it'd be really cool to have a 12 inch-pound version. And he basically sent me a whole list. Like, let me pull up the numbers here quick. Right now, there's 11 sizes available, basically somewhere increments from 4 inch-pounds to 100. But in 2026, they're coming out with 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 18, 25, 49, 62, 65, 100 inch-pounds, a whole list that hopefully you'll have your needs covered. So I'm pretty excited about that. We've also been talking about some different ideas for handgun, red dot optic kind of specific bits and kind of kits. So I'm really excited to kind of see what the future holds with ProShot and their Borka tool line. One thing I mentioned before, and I want to reiterate, is that this is a one-way clutch mechanism, which means we only tighten with this. We tighten, we get that click, we're at our torque. If you need to loosen a screw, that's when using the rest of the kit really comes in handy. So you would take the bit out of the precision torque limiter, remove the torque limiter from like the ratchet handle, for example, and then on the other side of the ratchet handle, we have the 3/8 square drive, which obviously engages with this, but on the other side is a 1/4 inch hex bit holder. So now your bit can go right in there, and you can just flip the ratchet. Hope if I flip it the right way, there we go. And now you can go lefty-loosey, remove everything, put it back together, flip the ratchet, righty-tighty, snug it. Once you're close, then you could put that precision torque limiter back on, put the bit back in the torque limiter, and then tighten until you would get the click. Click. Just like we showed before. So that's how you're going to use all that toolkit. Now the toolkits come in individual cases like this. Some have a variety of bits, adapters, whatever you might need. If you know that you already have a toolkit, I'm a big fan of the adjustable torque driver kit. This is my old school classic kit, and I've added a few things in it. I got my precision torque limiters. I added a little bit driver of my choice. But you know, you can throw in a Sharpie, you can throw in a needle oiler pen. These are also really great. Borka Tools makes these. It's a great way to apply a precision amount of lube. You basically just take this and you push this button, and it's going to put a very small, you can probably even barely see that on my finger, but it just puts a small amount of lube exactly where you might need it. And then what's nice is when you're done, this cap protects the needle oiler, and it looks like a fancy, I don't know, like a fancy James Bond pen. It's pretty cool, but you can put one of those in the kit as well. You have some room to do that. You could add a precision torque limiter, other bits, you know, drivers, whatever you might need. Now, what's also really cool, now if you do opt for the case and you get their case off their website, and I want to show you what this divider is for. Not only does it keep tools from kind of clanking around in the soft case, but you'll notice that it has all these snaps around it. And if we just simply snap the corners together, like so, now we have a little parts tray. And believe me, if you've ever been in the field and you have a bit or a screw or a pin roll away and you try to find it in gravel or on the range floor, on concrete that's dark colored, in a poorly lit environment, it is an absolute pain. Being able to keep track of everything right here in this little tray is super handy. You can just grab what you need, screws, whatever, and then when you're done, you just simply unsnap it and put it back in the case. So really cool add-on for the soft case is this little divider parts tray thing. So I just love the innovation that they're thinking of. Borka Tools Precision Torque Limiter. Telling you, one of my absolute favorite torque tools. Actually, my favorite torque tools in general are just Borka. That's pretty much all I use for torque. There's other ones on the market. You can argue in the comment section which your favorite might be, but my favorite is the Borka stuff, whether it's the precision torque limiter when I need specific set values and I kind of want to have a kit focused on that, or the Borka torque driver, the adjustable from 10 to 70 inch-pounds. Super accurate, dependable, reliable tools that I have used as a working professional for the last 10 years plus, and they have not let me down. Plus the bits are made out of quality steel, some of the highest quality bits. I remember nerding out with Boris back in the day about bits, and he researched where some of the tool truck company brands get their bits and the factories and the hardness and the finish. He really put a lot of research, and I'm happy to hear that ProShot is carrying that on, and they're really dedicated. Speaking of which, I always complained to Boris back in the day. It's like, we need smaller bits. I need little bits for little screws or whatever. And ProShot is now making little bits as well. They're going to be expanding this in the future. So all sorts of cool stuff to come. I'm going to have a link down below where you can learn more info. You can buy stuff. You can check stuff out. If you have any questions about torque, gunsmithing, general firearm stuff, drop it in the comment below. I love making videos. We do how-tos, we do gunsmithing, we do training, just like sharing knowledge, hence the name, Learning Firearms. So if there's anything you can think of that you want to learn more about or talk more about, leave a comment down below. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel, so your subscribe smash button would really mean a lot to me. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.